Savoury crepes are a really delicious snack and something that people very often don't think about to make as a snack. A, it's very easy to throw together. B, it's quite cheap and the ingredients are readily available. You probably have most of them in your larder. It starts off pretty much as making a simple pancake batter. So a couple of eggs in there, a little bit of milk, and of course flour. Now I always say we've got the recipe here on the right hand side for pancakes, but with pancakes, eggs come in different sizes. You're going to have to play around with it yourself, and what you're really looking for is the consistency. So it's very hard to pin down the exact measurements, but what I can show you is the exact consistency that you want. So you want a little bit of salt in there just to make it into your savoury mix. We're also going to add in the flour, and with our whisk get that sort of dripping consistency is probably the best way to describe it. So just sift your flour in. That does two things. It sort of lightens it up, and it also removes any impurities that might be in there in your flour. So in that goes, and then just bringing it together using your hand. You could of course use a mixer at this stage. Savoury crepes have become more popular in recent times. A couple of crepe bars have opened, etc. And you can have any sort of topping that you want under the sun. There really is no limit, only your imagination. Now just to add a little bit of sort of richness and really give it that luxurious extra little kick to it, a little bit of melted butter really smooths it up and it'll add a lovely flavour and texture to it. Now today I'm making crepes with a little bit of mushrooms, so you can see I've just sauteed them off with a little bit of butter to start off with. In goes your crepe mix, exactly the same way as if you're cooking a pancake now. Just give it a shake it all about until it covers the bottom of the pan. And once it's covered the bottom of the pan, we're just going to return it to the heat. And we're using a sort of a low to medium temperature today, nothing too hot or powerful. And we're just going to let it brown up on the bottom. Next in there I'm adding ham, but as I said, absolutely up to yourself. You could add in, maybe if you had a few little bits of leftover meat in the fridge, some cooked meats, any herbs you wanted. And then last, a little bit of cheese. Now I've just flipped them over there, but you could just as easily use a spatula if you maybe weren't quite as confident. And what you end up with when you put it onto the plate is a really delicious and cheap, simple, quick to prepare snack, savoury crepe.